Hi everybody, welcome to Losing It. This video I want to talk about the pre-operation tests and evaluations that you may have to go through if you're wanting to get a gastric bypass done. And please excuse the way I look. I just got done walking and exercising, sweating, so I wanted to get a quick video in though before I move on to other stuff today. So I'll just jump right into it. The first test I had done was a sonogram of my deep veins in my legs. It was no big deal, except the sonographer, had to apply a lot of pressure to do it, and the area where she had to record was right in the groin area where your leg meets your groin. So this is a sensitive spot. So sometimes it was uncomfortable, and sometimes it was it tickled so bad that I could not stop giggling and sit still. So during those times, the sonographer would have me hold my breath, and then let it out when she was done taking a picture or done recording. So that helped me not giggle so much. So if that happens to you, you may want to try that technique of holding your breath and then let it out when the picture's done or the recording is over. So the next test that I did was an EKG. No, nothing notable about that. There was just sticky tabs all over in appropriate places around my chest and my heart to record it. I didn't have to really do anything for that. It was just, you have to get undressed for that. So that's the only thing about that. Everything went fine with those two tests. I passed those, and hopefully those of you out there doing it will pass those too. It's not anything difficult or anything to be stressed about or worried in advance about. The next thing I did was a pulmonary test. I'd never done anything like that before, so it was a little awkward to me, but basically you sit in a chair in front of a machine and they clamp your nose shut, and you're just breathing through your mouth. So they measure your normal breathing, they measure hard exhalations and deep inhalations, and the tech there told me what he needed me to do and for how long. So it wasn't difficult. It was just new and different to me. Got to get my liquids in. Then the next test was a stress test. My doctor had me get on a stationary bike. It was a little stressful for me because I hadn't exercised in a while because of other medical conditions that I had that would get worse if I exerted myself too much. The pressure in my head would definitely increase during exercise, and that was something I was supposed to stay away from. So I was a little worried about it, but I had a technician right there with me that was very careful and caring, and so if you have to go through it, you probably have the same thing. You probably have someone right there with you that you can communicate with if things get too hard or you feel dizzy or lightheaded and need to stop. They'll stop it and help you out. So basically what they had me do is get on the stationary bike and meet certain levels of exertion and continue at that level of exertion, I think, for about 6 minutes each. I think the total time I was on the bike was maybe about 15 minutes. So it wasn't that bad. But I can tell you by the end of it, I felt like I had a small workout, and it was I really felt proud of myself because I didn't get lightheaded and nothing happened, and I was able to achieve that level of exertion for that long. So I felt great about it, actually. So there really wasn't anything to stress out over in hindsight. So everything went well. I passed all of that. And then the next appointment was a psych evaluation. Like I said in a prior video, my doctor works in a group that is connected to other professional groups that help their patients along this journey of weight loss. And one of those professional groups is group of psychologists and licensed therapists that you can talk to, and they will help you through any emotional issues you may be having that could hold you back from success. Um, Most of the evaluation was paperwork, a whole lot of questions, the strongly agree, strongly disagree, agree, somewhat agree type answers. And then I got to speak with, I think it was a licensed therapist, about things that were going on in my life, and things that, anything that might be going on in my life that would keep me from being successful. And the point of the assessment is to help you to be successful and not to disqualify you from the surgery. They just want to identify anything that could be going on that would hamper your results and address those issues before you get too far into the journey, so that you can be successful. My next appointment was with a dietitian who explained to me what the pre-op diet would be like, and she also explained to me what eating would be like after the surgery as well. So that was helpful to know in advance before I went into surgery, so I could kind of mull that over and start putting some things into practice that I would need to start doing 2 weeks before surgery, and then a few weeks after surgery. Just along the journey, some habits that I needed to put in place to help take care of myself. So that was really helpful. My next video I'm going to do is going to talk about the 2-week pre-op diet and things that I ate, and things that some things you're not allowed to eat. I'll talk a little bit about that, what my diet was like before I went into surgery to shrink my liver and prepare myself for the surgery. So I'll give you a little update of my success. As of today, I'm 3 weeks and 1 day into my weight loss journey. I've lost a total of 24.2 pounds. Since yesterday's video, I lost half a pound. So I'm really happy about that. Sometimes when I step on the scale, I'm a little nervous to see what it's going to be like. I always expect to have a huge amount of weight gain, but I step on it and am proven wrong. I've had a little bit of weight loss overnight, so I am feeling happier and happier to get on the scale instead of dreading it and having it ruin the rest of my day. So it kind of gives me the motivation I need to then go drink water, exercise, eat well. It gives me that reassurance that I'm doing the right thing and I need to keep doing it. So it's really helpful. I weigh myself first thing in the morning, right after I get out of bed and use the restroom, and then I come back and take off my night clothes and weigh myself, and before I do anything else. So it really helps give me that positive boost in the morning to see the scale has moved down some. Even if it's just a couple ounces, I'm good with that. So let's see what else. I've lost 3 pounds in the last 7 days, which is pretty good. I think some people, if they're watching their diet and they're exercising really well, could probably achieve 3 pounds a week if they try really hard. But the average, my research, when I've researched losing weight, I've always read to the goal should be 1 to 2 pounds a week. So 3 pounds might be a little bit much to reach for, but I think some people are able to achieve that. I have never been able to achieve that. Like I said, the health issues that I have keep me from losing weight. So to me, 3 pounds in 7 days, I'm just over the moon. Very happy about. And like I said, my next video I think is going to be about the pre-op diet and what that's going to be like. So until then, good job losing it.